Hello and good day to all my dear students. Now today I am sending you worksheet in the chapters which we have completed till now. There are chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and 14, 15. So students, I hope you will first practice these chapters and then you have to solve these questions by yourself. In next week I will send you the answers of these questions. First of all, I will explain you how you can solve the questions given in the worksheet. Question 1, rationalize the denominator. It is from chapter number 1, in which you can see in the denominator there are irrational numbers root 3, root 5. So students, first of all you have to take rationalizing factor, that is root 5 root 3 5 root 3 plus root 5, which you will multiply upside down with the given fraction, and then you have to take a plus b, a minus b type of identity in the denominator, and you have to rationalize the denominator using that method. Now question number 2 is factorize the given expression completely. So this is factorize. You can see type, which type of factorize it is. You can see that coefficient of x square is 6 and the constant term is 5. So 6 5s are 30. You can take the multiplication and then you have to solve it by taking factors of 30 for your middle term. This way you have to solve. Question number 3 is Mr. Ravi borrows rupees 16,000 for 2 years. The rate of interest for the two successive years are 10% and 12% respectively. If he repays rupees 5,600 at the end of first year. So students, here principal is 16,000 and this is for 2 years and rates are successively given 10% and 12%, but you cannot use your successive years that rate formula, because he repays at the end of first year. Means you have to use the stepwise method to solve, and you have to subtract at the end of whatever the amount after the first year you get, you have to subtract 5,600 from it and find the amount outstanding at the end of the second year. Means what is the amount we find after the second year, that is your answer you have to find out. So you have to use stepwise method. You will get full marks, 4 marks, if you do it correctly with all the calculation. Now let us see question number 2. In question number 2, they solve the following pairs of linear equations using cross multiplication method. This is chapter number 5. Recently we have solved cross multiplication method. Students, I told you to solve Goel Brothers exercise 5b. From that type of question you can solve it. As you know, we want to find here value of x and y. So first you have to change the equation, the constant term on the left side, and then you have to solve it. If you get correct answers, you will get 3 marks of it. Now question number 2 is, if x minus 1 by x is equal to 3, evaluate x cube minus 1 by x cube. So this is your expansion chapter. So here you have to use a cube minus b cube type of identity. For that you have to first of all make square on both the side, and then you have to apply your formula like expansion. Then construct the frequency polygon for the following frequency distribution using a graph sheet. So this question from statistics you have to solve on a graph paper. Now here 2 columns are given, marks and number of students. So marks you will draw on the x-axis and number of students you will write on the y-axis. So you see frequency polygon, first of all you have to write the classes and you have to take the midpoint of the classes, or you can take the class marks. Then you have to mark the frequencies accordingly. The highest is 37. So on the y-axis you have to choose accordingly the scale, and you have to write it down also compulsorily, and then you have to draw polygon using scale, and you have to take one more classes for the because that you have to touch it on the x-axis your polygon. So if you draw it correctly with all the points correctly, then you will get full marks, students. Now let us move on to question number 3. Question number 3, you can see A sum of rupees 12,500 is deposited for 1.5 years compounded half yearly. If it amounts to rupees 13,000 at the end of first half year, find the rate of interest. Okay, so this is of compound interest chapter. The sum of money means that is the principal given. 1.5 year is the time period, and half yearly means how many time periods are there? 3 half years. And amount is already given 13,000. So what do you find? You can find the simple interest of the first year by amount minus principal, and then using your simple interest formula only you can get your rate of interest. That is the first thing you want to find out in this question. Then the second is the final amount. Give your answer correct to the nearest rupees, means you will get your answer in points, and then you have to round it off and remove the decimal point to give your answer nearest rupee. So amount you have to find after 3 half years. So after that you have to either use formula method or either stepwise, whichever you like, and you can solve to get your amount. Then second is factorize. So factorize, it is 4a square minus 9b square minus 16c square plus 24bc. So here in this type of question, students, first of all you check that 24bc where you can place. You can place it in between of 9b square and 16c square, right? So that you get the trinomial there, and then you can take, see, 3b and 4c, like 4 3s are 12, 2s are 24. That is the middle term of 9b square and minus 16 square, and 4a square you keep outside and you solve, factorize. Then question number 3 is Mr. Mohan has rupees 256 in the form of rupees 1 and rupees 2 coins if the number of rupees 2 coins are 3 more than twice the number of rupees 1 coins. Find the total value of rupees 2 coins. So this is of your linear equations, simultaneous linear equations questions. Now here you have to first form the equations. So what you want to find out? That total value of rupees 2 coins. So you have to take, let the rupee 1 value and rupee 2 value x and y. Okay, and then you have to form two different equations, and then you have to solve it to get your x and y values. Then question number 4 is, if a square plus b square plus c square is equal to 74 and ab plus bc plus ac is equal to 61, find a plus b plus c. So this is your identity number, I think 5. So that a plus b plus c whole square type of, you expand it and place the values you for the answer a plus b plus c. So you get the value. Okay, so if you correctly find the value, you get the full marks, and if you do half correct, then accordingly stepwise you get the marks. Then number 2 is find the compound interest on rupees 1200 for 2 years at 5% per annum. So this is a simple question, students. By solving compound interest you get the answer after the 2 years, and rate is also given. Now question number 3 is find mean and median. This is again statistic question, students. Here you are given some observations. So mean formula you should know, that sum of the observation divided by number of observation. That is your mean formula. Using it you get your mean. Then median, as you know, n plus 1 by 2 formula you can apply. So here n means number of observations you have to count, and then you will get your value. Then for median, one more thing, that you have to arrange these observations in ascending or descending order compulsorily, otherwise you will not get the correct answer. So these tips you have to follow, and if you get both the answer correct, mean and median, you get the full marks. Question number 5, first the following observations, again the statistic question, students, 4 marks. That here some observations are given which are already arranged in ascending order. So there is no need to again arrange it. So if the median is 49, already median is given 49. So find the value of x. Hence find the mean of the observations. So in this type of question, first of all you have to use your median formula n plus 1 by 2, and you have to solve it so that you get value x. Now after getting value x, you will get your x minus 1 and x plus 1 values, which you will write and again rearrange all the observations given, and then you will get your mean. Or for mean, actually it is not necessary to arrange it, you can direct find mean without arranging. Again, mean means sum of the observations divided by number of observations. Or you again go through the formula, students. It is well, before you start this worksheet you have to see all the formulas again for the better understanding and for your better solution. If you want to do this worksheet without anybody's help, it is very good. This is a very good practice for your mathematics. How many chapters we have completed. Now question number 5, question number 2. Simplify by rationalizing the denominator. Again chapter number 1. In this you can see we want rationalizing denominator. So denominator is 2 root 3 plus root 2. First of all I will choose the rationalizing factor, that is 2 root 3 minus 2 minus root 2, that we will multiply upside down. We will simplify by our multiplication of binomials in the numerator and in the denominator using our identity number 4, that is a plus b, a minus b type. And if you get correctly answers, then you get full marks of this. Now question number 3 is triangle chapter, students. This year you have only first exercise in your syllabus of chapter number 8. So exercise 8a you have to prepare thoroughly, and this is a prove that type of questions in the full exercise. So students, here in the question it is given OA is equal to OB and OC is equal to OD. So an angle AOB is equal to angle COD. Prove that AC is equal to BD. So in the prove that manner you have to first write the given part. This is before prove that word you have to write given part. To prove means what you want to prove, AC is equal to BD, and then proof part you have to draw the figure compulsorily and you have to write accordingly the proper steps. Not the unnecessary things are needed here, only the proper things required for the proof you have to write down. Means already the given part is there, so we always start our proof from the given part. So whatever given things you have to start from that. Here COB is the common part of these two triangles, and AC and BD you can prove accordingly after showing the two triangles congruent. So you have to think, students, which two triangles you have to show congruency. Next question number 6. In the question number 6, first one is factorize the following. So factorization, this is 5 3a plus b whole square plus 6 3a plus b minus 8. So in this type of question you see something, you can see that is again repeated, which is 3a plus b bracket. So this 3a plus b bracket you can choose x. So your equation will reduce to 5x square plus 6x minus 8, and then you solve it in x only, and then at last you substitute it with your 3a plus b value, so that you will get your correct answer, students. See, I am showing you the methods. Now you have to use your brain to solve it. Now number 2, the solve the following system of equation for x and y by cross multiplication method. So mostly in the board exams also they are asking cross multiplication method. So here you are already given the constant on the left side, so no need to rearrange it again. Direct you have to start by putting x minus y and 1, and then you just put your values and get your answers x and y. Students, many times many of you are making mistakes in this calculation of cross multiplication, so you have to take care and do not make mistakes of signs, that is plus and minus. Now number 3 of question 6 is, in the figure prove that AP bisects angle BAC. There is a figure given in the question already, so you can see that BAC is a angle, and there is PM perpendicular to AB and PN perpendicular to AC. So here you see that nothing is given, means given part you will write from the figure. What are the given things? That is PN perpendicular to AC and PM perpendicular to AB, and also PN is equal to PM. And you have to join first AP students, that is the construction part, to show this, and that bisect BAC, that you have to write down. Accordingly the proof you have to show, that how you will show the triangles congruent, and then that AP is bisecting angle BAC, means what you have to prove, that you have to understand and write by yourself. Everything you will not come to know, you have to also think by yourself that how do you solve this. So here if you do it correctly you will get full 4 marks, students, and it is always in the form of given, to prove and proof part. Now let us move on to question number 7. Question number 7 is the present ages of a father and his daughter is X years and Y years respectively. The years hence father will be 3 times as old as his daughter. 7 years ago he was 7 times as old as his daughter. Find their present ages. So here first of all what you will suppose, this you will suppose the present ages of father and daughter. They are already given X and Y in the question, so no need to suppose it. Then you will form the equations accordingly. 2 equations you will get, as this is the simultaneous linear equations type of question, and then you have to solve them to get your X and Y value, that is the age of father and daughter. Now question number 7, 2. Second is factorize. You can see x cube plus 2x square minus x minus 2. Now student, there are 4 terms in this factorize, so you have to think that is it possible to make the groups, and is it possible to something you get common from the groups, yes or no? You think about it and you solve after thinking what you understand. Then question number 7, third part, that is third number is using a graph sheet draw frequency polygon to represent the following data. Here you are given 2 columns, class and frequency. So this is again frequency polygon, students, that first of all you have to start with 25, 35, that you have to write down on the x-axis, and you have to find the class marks. Class marks means mid values. Okay, so you will write the mid values. Then you see on the frequency you have to draw on the y-axis, and the highest frequency is 12, so accordingly you choose your scale on the y-axis. Then you have to put the dots and you have to join the points accordingly to draw the frequency polygon. You have to draw this strictly on the graph paper, so you do not draw it in notebook. Now then we start our question number 8. This is the last question. Question number 8. This is our worksheet, students. So I have made only 8 questions, and all the 8 questions are compulsory to solve for you, because these are from the chapters which we have studied till now. So it is kind of good practice for you. The first number is on what sum of money will the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest for 2 years at 5% annum be equal to rupees 50. So here you need simple interest and compound interest difference, and here what sum of money means what you want to find, principal you have to find, and the time period is given 2 years and rate 5%. Also the difference is given rupees 50. So using all this data you will take SI and then CI, and then their difference is equal to 50, and then you have to solve the equation accordingly to get your principal value. Now question 8 number 2, that is evaluate using identity. Student, this is very simple. I think you have studied this in 8th standard also. So 105 and 95, they are nearer to which number? First of all think, so that you will get the answer fast way, which round number it is nearby, and then you take in 1 plus and 1 minus to get your value and use the according identity. It is written strictly that you have to use the identity. So do not multiply it directly and get the answer. That is completely wrong. Now number 3. Question number 3 is, in figure AC is equal to DE and angle ACB is equal to angle EDF. It is already given, and BD is equal to CF. So all this is your given part. Then you have to write your to prove part, that is AB is equal to EF, and then you have to write the proof accordingly. First you have to think from the figure only that in which two triangles you need to show congruency, and by which condition you will get the two triangles congruent, and then you start writing your proof, and at the end you can show simplicity after showing the congruency. This way you write your proof. Students, I hope you understand the questions and you have to solve it by yourself.